The biggest earners in our business only do one thing. Who wants to be at the top? I'm serious here. This is not a joke. I'm talking if you want to be in the top 2, 3, 4, 5, or the top 10 in your company. Scream loud if you want to be in the top 10 of your company. Now that's the energy that I want out of this audience. Well, you ain't gonna do it by dilly-dallying around with multiple deals, okay? Don't be hedging your bets. You think you're gonna, I gotta be in the nutritional thing. I gotta be in the telecom thing. I gotta have the prepaid thing. I gotta have this thing. I gotta have that. I don't wanna lose a prospect. Well, you're gonna lose prospects anyhow. You cannot serve all the masters. You need to, and I will tell you, without fail, without exception, there is not one single exception in any company where a top earner is screwing around with other stuff. You think Tiger Woods goes out and is a swimmer? I mean, look at what Michael Jordan tried to do. Did it work for him? Didn't, did it? Michael Jordan's a great basketball player, wasn't so good at playing baseball. One thing. Well, Todd, but I really like this product. Good, then eat it. Well, I really like the service, then use it. I like to use services and products from network marketing companies. I don't go build them all. Well, they promised me a spot. Do you know how many spots I'm given every week speaking for different network marketing? Hey, dude, we'll give you a spot. I don't take spot. I don't want a spot. What a spot does is it takes my emotional energy away from my primary objective, which is building that company. Do you understand how crucial that is? I'm telling you right now, if you want to outproduce other people, and if there's anybody in the room that can show me an exception, bring it. You won't. You can't find an exception. There is none. The biggest earners in our profession are singularly focused. Don't be hedging your bets. There's no reason. The thing is, you know what? If you're doing that, what message are you communicating to your team? You just brought me into your downline saying how cool and how wonderful, how fantastic your opportunity is. But then you're doing something else, so you just lied to me and told me it's really not that good anyhow, is it? Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. And you know what? If people are making money in your company and you ain't, it's not your sponsor's fault. It's not the system. Well, we don't have a very good system. He wasn't there for a three-way call. You aren't very good for my three-way calls. It's not your product's fault. It's not the company's fault. It's not customer service's fault. It is your fault. You get to blame you for either your success or your failure. Either way. If there are people making money in your company, the grass is never greener on the other side. Now, if your company is going down, that's a different story. And sometimes they do go down, don't they? I had a company I spent 11 years with, and they went night-night on me. They did. They went out of business. Stuff happens. I cried for like a day. And then I got up off my butt and started working again. I'm going to quit network marketing forever. I mean, millions of dollars I made, and I'm going to quit network marketing. Oh, I'm leaving. Crap happens. Doesn't it? Every single day? Get up off your you-know-what and go do another one if you have to. But don't be switching around. Don't be changing, because it ain't going to work for you. I'm a jumper. Bummer. Hopping from company to company. Well, you got some good reputation going on, huh? How many companies have you been in? 17 in the last 6 months. How big's your check? Not very big. How big's your debt? Pretty big. How big's your auto ship? Ooh. How much stuff you got in your garage? Ooh. Not good. All right, so focus, you guys. Outproducer strategy number 3 is pick up the pace. If you want to outproduce people, well, I'm gonna talk to somebody today. Then I'm gonna talk to somebody in a week from now. I'm going really fast. How many people Look, you guys, the speaker's kind of funny, huh? I don't know about that MC dude, though. He looked tired this morning, didn't he? Holy smokes, man. He was out late, I guess, last night. You all right back there? All right. Okay, here's a little reality check. How many people are you talking to? How long do you want it to take? You want it to take forever? By the way, it's going to take you sacrificing. You have to give up a little Oprah. Maybe you have to put the golf clubs away a little bit for a little while. Maybe you have to, you know what, nothing worthwhile. You have to sacrifice something. Something is going to have to give in order for you to get. Something has to give for you to get. The dilly-dallying around, I don't know. Look, the biggest earners I know as well, they'll sit down, they'll get into a company, and they will put on the gas for 17 to 24 months before they even take a breath. Not even take a breath. And now you don't have to do it that way. You can take it the slow way if you want. You can have it last for a while. Talk to a person today. A week, 3 weeks later, maybe talk to your second prospect. You think you're going to get good at prospecting by talking to one person every 5 or 6 days? Come on, you guys. Pick up the pace. The cadence. Pick up the cadence. Fast. Pick it up. You don't have to, and by the way, and for those of you that love to chat, chitty chat, we got any chitty chatter people in here? I love to talk. Well, if you love to talk, start timing yourself. As soon as you get on the phone with a prospect, put the timer on, 5 minutes. If that timer goes off and you're still on the phone with that person, it's not going in the right direction, get off the phone. How much time do you have to waste? None. Stop wasting your time. Listen, use the ears that God gave you and pay attention to the simple clues people are giving you. Is this the right prospect, yes or no? How many of you have been on the prospect an hour later with somebody you know was totally the wrong prospect? I have. I'm thinking, what the heck am I doing? I got a great recipe for chocolate chip cookies. I did. That was the last time. I remember this woman picks up the phone and says, hello. I'm like, hi, is Mildred in? Yeah, this is Mildred. I'm like, hey, Mildred, Todd Falcone, how you doing? I understand that you might be looking for a way to make some money working from home. Oh, yes, I am. I said, well, great. I started asking her questions. I got the fields in my backyard, my great-grandchildren. Oh, and let me tell you about Maisel and Hazel and Lat and Lane and the farms and all this great stuff. 90 minutes later, I get off the phone with this woman. I knew within the first 30 seconds that she wasn't the right prospect, but I still stayed there, and the only thing I left with was a really awesome chocolate chip cookie recipe that I still use today. That's right. Pick up the pace. Number 4, hire yourself. You need to go to the potty and look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself this question, would I hire me? And you better be able to say yes to that question. I am telling you right now, I want you to drink a lot of water because you need to hydrate. I want you to go pee. I want you to look at yourself. Please wash your hands. Look at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, would I hire me? Would I hire me? Based on how I've been showing up and who you've been showing up as, would you hire you? Some of you can't say yes to that. The reason I've been as successful as I have been is because I can walk in there and say, hell yeah, I'd hire me. 7 days a week. Not there's a mistake. Oh, well, today wasn't so good, but most of the time I could say, heck yeah, I'd hire me. Who have you been showing up as? Write that down every single day. If you're going to journal, you should end every day. Would I hire me? Would I hire me? I do a little reality check for people. This is a harsh one. You're not going to like this one if you haven't heard it before. You aren't going to like it. Draw a box on your piece of paper. Do it. And for you people in internet land, do it too. Do it. Draw a little box on your piece of paper. I want you to write a number in that box, not a random number. How many new people have you talked to about your business in the last 24 hours? Well, I'm in a seminar, Todd. There aren't people out there that are not in the seminar? You didn't have a break, you'd go make a couple phone calls? I know it's been a long day, but you understand what I'm saying here. What's the number? 0? Not enough. Again, you've got to learn to hire you. You've got to learn to be self-employed. This is a business of being personally accountable. You're so used to, if you have a job, you're so used to somebody else holding you accountable that this is a new deal here. Would I hire me? Draw a little box. How many people have you talked to in the last 24 hours about your business? Look, this is my phrase. It goes like this: double digits a day keep the commission checks on their way. What's a double digit? What's a double digit? First double digit. 10. You mean I gotta talk to 10 people in a day? I gotta talk to 10? 10 people in a day? Dude, let's end the seminar right now. I'll go grab my cell phone, and I can bet you right now, by the time it hits 12:20, I can talk to 10 people. My day is done right there. It's not that hard. It's not that hard, but I'm scared. I'm scared. Well, I'll cover that one in a second, too. Look, these are little reality checks. I mean, this is about you being honest with yourself. You've got to be honest with you before. I mean, look, we want to operate from a position of integrity. Stop kidding yourself into thinking you're actually in the business when you're really not. Well, I got a distributor ID. Good. How many people have you talked to this week, this month? I get these people that call me up and they want to get coached by me, and they're like, hey, I'm like, so I go, be honest. I go, how many people? And you're like, things aren't going so good. I say, okay, so how many people have you talked to, let's say in the last 90 days? How many people have you talked to about your business in the last 90 days? Well, 6. In 90 days? Call me later, click. I'm not coaching you right now. I mean, I can't fix the problem. I mean, you can't fix stupid.
For a free 10-day online recruiting bootcamp and to dive deep into rejection-free sponsoring methods using the internet, click the link above or go directly to elitemarketingpro.com/go. I'll see you there.